Hi, and welcome to the video for Section 5.4 Automobile Insurance, Day 1, Lesson 1. We got a warm-up here today, and it says, create a list of numbers whose mean, median, and mode are all 10. Well, easiest way to do that, of course, would be to do a list of tens. You could get fancy and do a couple of nines and a couple of 11s, things like that. But basically, there we go. Mean, median, mode is all 10. Let's take a look at our last class's notes and write a question in the left-hand column. I have an example here. It says, what is the interquartile range? And the answer is it's the middle 50% of the data from Q1 to Q3. You are welcome to use that question or any question you prefer. Once you have your question in your left-hand column, please circle your 24. Hopefully your 10 is already circled. If you're watching this video, you can turn it off or stop it while you do this and then hit play when you're ready to proceed. Here is the title for our next page in our notebook. It's 5.4 Automobile Insurance Day 1. Our learning target is we will be able to compute insurance costs and payments on insurance claims with the knowledge of different types of auto insurance coverage. Please put a 1024/7 in your left-hand column. Stop the video, and when you're ready to proceed, hit play again. Here is the list of our reading, which is on pages 238 to 239. And our vocabulary words. There are quite a few here. Libel, negligent, claim, liability insurance, bodily injury liability, property damage liability, uninsured motorist protection, personal injury protection, comprehensive insurance, and collision insurance. Quite a few of these are defined in our reading as we go through. I'll point them out to you. Please put these names down, and when you're ready, hit play to proceed to the next slide. Here's the first two paragraphs of our reading, and it's been our habit to have me go ahead and read those out loud lately, so I'm going to go do that for you. It says, why is having auto insurance so important? Even responsible drivers run the risk of injuring themselves, hurting other people, and damaging property. By law, drivers are liable. There's one of your words right there, liable. That means you're responsible to pay for the damages that they cause with their automobiles. You could also be sued for being negligent, which means at fault, if you cause an accident. Drivers purchase automobile insurance because most drivers cannot afford the costs that could result from an auto accident. An automobile insurance policy is a contract between a driver and an insurance company. The driver agrees to pay a fee called the premium, and the company agrees to cover certain accident-related costs when the driver makes a claim, which is a request for money. Liability insurance is the most important coverage. States set a minimum liability requirements. Insurance regulations vary by state. Liability insurance is required unless you can prove financial responsibility. Otherwise, several types of coverage are available. Bodily injury liability, or BI. BI liability covers bodily injury. If you are at fault in an automobile accident, you're responsible for paying the medical expenses of anybody that's injured in an accident. You can purchase as much BI liability as you want. So here's your definition. Covers bodily injury. Property damage liability. This coverage pays for damage you cause to other people's property, right there. You are financially responsible if you damage a telephone pole, a fire hydrant, another car, or any other property. You can purchase as much PD liability insurance as you want. Uninsured or underinsured motorist protection, or UMP. This coverage pays for injuries to you and your passengers caused by a driver who has no insurance, who does not have enough insurance to cover your medical losses. Personal injury protection. This coverage, mandatory in some states, pays for any physical injuries you or your passengers sustain with the vehicle. I'm having a hard time drawing here for some reason. Even if you're not involved in a traffic accident, it compensates you regardless of who's at fault, so sometimes called no-fault insurance. Your PIP insurance will cover you and people injured in, on, around, or under your car for medical treatment. Comprehensive insurance. This covers the repair or the replacement of parts of your car damaged by vandalism, fire, flood, wind, earthquakes, falling objects, riots, hail, damage from trees, and other disasters. Covers your car if it's stolen, and if your car is older, comprehensive coverage may not be cost effective. In other words, if you got a $300 car, you don't want to spend $300 a year on comprehensive insurance. Collision insurance. This pays you for the repair or the replacement of your car if it's damaged in a collision or with another vehicle. No matter who's at fault. If you took out a loan to purchase the car, your lender will probably require you to have collision coverage. If your car is older, collision coverage may not be worth the expense. If you haven't got all these definitions down, get them down and then hit play again to proceed to the next slide. Car rental insurance. This pays for you for the part of the cost of a rented car if your car is disabled because of a collision or a comprehensive covered repair. Emergency road service insurance. This coverage pays for towing or road service when your car is disabled. Only the road service fees covered. Gas, oil, parts, and labor are not covered. Auto insurance companies are in the business to make a profit. The company loses money if a high percentage of uninsured drivers get into accidents. Insurance companies classify drivers according to their age, sex, marital status, driving record, and locality. Statisticians, called actuaries, predict how often customers, based on these criteria, will submit claims. Things to think about during this unit are what kind of damage can you cause when you're driving? Obviously to a car, or to your own car, even to yourself, but you can hit a telephone pole, you can hit a fire hydrant, you can run into the front of a store. Auto body work is expensive nowadays, parts and labors. So get insurance. Obviously, insurance is required in the state of Oregon. Fire hydrants and lampposts are in the thousands of dollars. So if you knock one out, it's not like the state's going to say, oh, that's too bad. Hope you're okay. We'll pay for that, replace that. They won't. They will go after you and make you pay the replacement cost. Doctors and hospitals. I think we all know that doctors and hospitals are expensive entities in the US of A. So anytime you're involved with using their services, it's going to cost you some money. Here's example 1. It says Quan's annual premium is $1,284. If he pays quarterly, there's a dollar payment surcharge or extra fee. What is this quarterly payment? Well, we would divide 4 into 1,284, and it goes $321. Of course, we have to remember that if he's doing the quarterly payments, it's 321 plus 1. So his quarterly payment is $322. Get that down and we will proceed to the next slide. Here's example 2. Stan DeMille has $25,000 worth of property damage liability insurance. He caused an accident that damaged a $2,000 fire hydrant and did $5,600 worth of damage to another car. How much of the damage must Stan pay for? Well, we have a $2,000 fire hydrant and we have a $5,600 damage to another car. Together, those are $7,000 $600, which is less than Stan's coverage of $25,000, so Stan pays nothing. Get that down, and we will go to the next slide. All right, go over your notes, underline what's important, and circle your 10. Here is our assignment for today. It's assignment number 28, application problems 2 through 6 on page 242 of our text. It's available in our Canvas class under assignments. Look for assignment number 28. Thanks for watching. Please stay tuned, and we will have more fun financial algebra adventures in the future. Bye-bye.